Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? Yeah, I'm starting early. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Please don't delete comments in my chat. Yeah, I see it. Brenda, Pollyanna, Sweet Pea, Butterfly. Welcome in, everybody. Awesome. Glad it sounds good. How's everybody's weather? I talked to one of my children, and they're getting froze out down in Florida. They might even get snow. We're in the 50s. This weather's crazy. This weather is definitely crazy. I don't know. We do have clouds overhead. It looks like it could snow, but I doubt it would stick anywhere. Hi, Joanna. Okay, that's 2 questions, and I can only take one, so I'm going to let you choose which one you want me to answer. Oh, no, Brenda, that's cold. That's cold, Brenda. So Joanna, you wrote 2 questions, so pick one. Okay, I got you. All righty, I got your question, Joanna. So how's everybody doing? I'm gonna give everybody a minute or two to get in here. Yeah, what was it? Sunday I canceled. It was the high was 11, but the wind was blowing. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind through my microphone. But with the wind blowing as hard as it is, like it is now, it was so cold I had a hard time staying warm. So that's why I had to cancel. I couldn't keep warm myself. It's crazy. In the winter, sometimes it gets really cold and I can't keep warm. And in the summer, it gets too hot and I can't stay cool. Oh, you can't hear it? Yeah, it's blowing pretty good. It's been worse. We've had worse wind, but it's blowing pretty good here today. Hey, Ellie. You have questions, Ellie? Oh, you're going to get a snow cyclone bomb? Oh, my goodness. You sure can, Ellie. I got you. Let me pull this a little closer so I can see that. Oh, no, Pollyanna. That's terrible. Yeah, Brenda, I need to do mine. I did a patch job on 3 of them, and now they're getting to the point where I really need to just do them all. I guess I did such a good job, they're not peeling off like they did when I was going to a nail tech. And so I'm going to have to zip these off between now and Sunday because I haven't gotten the story written. I've been sidetracked to do a live to show you me doing my nails, but I'm going to have to file these things off because I got them stuck good. All right. So I hope everybody's been doing good, staying warm, feeling better. Brenda, I'm glad to see you're feeling better. We were worried about you on Tuesday. That's awesome. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Brenda, you want a message from your sister-in-law. All right, this is for Brenda. Brenda wants a message from her sister-in-law. All right. Message from your sister-in-law. We have the full card. This thing, my camera, I can't never get it straight. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the High Priestess. And let me read that book. I'll do the one-time read on this, what this book says. In the pages of a secret book lies the key to your inner look. This insight is a truer gaze, the wisest light to guide your days. All right. I forgot something here. Give me 1 second. While I put this stuff on. Okay, now I feel better. Which one, Brenda? So this is, I feel like your sister-in-law is telling you that you need to listen to your gut feeling. Oh, the High Priestess. So it looks like your sister-in-law is telling you that you're getting better. And it's time for you to take a chance on something. See, the Nine of Pentacles tells me that you've been working really hard to get better with the help of your doctors. And things are coming along like they're improving now. Things have improved. And so now it's time for you to maybe take a leap of faith. There's potentially a new beginning with something here. There may be something that you want to do that you were not able to do because you were not feeling well. You already know that you have the ability to take this leap of faith and to begin it. And now that you're starting to feel better and things are moving more smoothly, you're able to take that chance and start something new. A new beginning of some sort. Perhaps you took a new path. Oh, okay. You want to buy a house. So your sister-in-law is telling you now's the time. Now is the time to do that. But you already knew that. You didn't need her to tell you that, but she's telling you that you have the instincts that the time is right for you to try to take that leap of faith, to take that chance for that new house, because everything's going like it's supposed to in your life, including your health improving. And so now's the time to do that. You've planted that seed. You wanted to buy a house. You've planted that seed a while back. And now it's time to act on it. Your health is improving, and now it's okay to take that chance in going for what you want. And she wants you to know that. You also need to learn to listen to your gut feelings. Listen to your instincts, because our instincts, our gut feelings, don't usually lie to us. Rarely do they lie to us. So, oh, she may be telling you that it's right here. Look, you need to look in the, what do you call it? The ads. Look in the ads for that house that you want to buy. That could be what this book is representing. You know to look in the ads for the new home that you are considering wanting to buy. So she's telling you, you know what to do. You know to look in the ads to find what you're looking for. Oh, that makes sense. You know you can look in the ads and find what you're looking for is what she's telling you. You already knew that, but I don't know. Rather than looking at a realtor, rather than looking at a realtor, looking at ads like Marketplace and places like that. You're very welcome, Brenda. You're very welcome. All right, Pollyanna, you're up next. Pollyanna, there is a chance I might be in Discord tonight. Or I should say in the morning. There's a slight chance. You want to know what you need to know. There is an ever so slight chance that I could possibly pop into Discord in my morning, probably your afternoon or late morning. Just so you know. You know how I am. I tend to randomly come in. All right. Oh, I'll be in and out. I will be in and out. You missed it yet. The other day, I was showing Irish Jessie and Shell my game. That's got me so obsessed. All right. Pollyanna, what does Pollyanna need to know? We've got the King of Pentacles. My paper's turning on me. We've got the Two of Wands. And you're getting a Nine of Pentacles. So this is about something that you feel strongly about. So there's something that you need to, this could be related to your energy. This could be, yeah, you just came in afterwards and I started getting sleepy and I had to go to bed because I was falling asleep at the table. All right. With the Two of Wands here, this tells me this could be about, it could be about love. You might have, there may be a decision you have to make regarding love. And I say that because you have the King here. The King can represent your commitment, their commitment to a relationship. Even though I don't have any cups here, I still see this possibly being you having to make a decision on whether you want to maintain that commitment to someone, because things in your life otherwise are going the way that you want them to go. You have, oh no, you were just outside, dude. You want to come say hi to everybody? No. If you're not going to stick your nose up there and say hello, go see Dad. You're knocking everything off, dude. Hang on, guys. I got a big dog here. He's like a bull in a china shop knocking everything around. So, what I'm seeing here is you're comfortable in the life that you have, and you're committed to the life that you have. But there's also a decision you have to make in regards to perhaps a connection with someone here. Somebody, you want somebody that's going to be committed, somebody that's wise too, somebody that's not going to play on your feelings, not going to play on how you feel about them, and they're not going to play on you how they feel about you. Are you saying hi to everybody? I'm not blocking your road. Go lay down, buddy. Mommy's going to be here in a little bit. Yeah, so this is, you're comfortable where you're at. You're committed to the life that you have. You have a decision. He doesn't want to leave me alone. Okay, you're saying hi to everybody. You know Mommy's talking to peoples, right? Yeah? Okay, back up. Are you going to stick your nose on the table or not? So they can see your nose. Here, get your nose in the camera. A little bit further. A little bit further. There you go. You almost got it there, buddy. Okay. Oh, go see Daddy. Sorry about this. So you might have a decision. There might be somebody that you're deciding on whether you want to commit yourself to that person or not.
Hey.
Holy smokes. All right. He just didn't want to leave me alone. I don't know what his problem is. I guess he doesn't understand. So that's what I think that's about. It's about you're okay with the way you are, but there may be somebody out there that you're making a choice on. So whether or not you want to bring them into your life, because your life right now is stable and you're not sure if you have to make that decision if you want to bring them in, if they're going to be as committed to your life as you are. Hope that makes sense. If they're committed to you as much as you commit to them, it's an equal commitment here. So there may be somebody, or it may be something that you feel strongly about that you're working on, and you have to decide. Maybe there's two things you're working on. An example would be maybe you have two hobbies that you're working on, and it's just something new that you started, both of them, and you may have to decide. You may have to pick one or the other. Maybe they're not working well together, and you have to pick one or the other. It's not necessarily a connection with somebody. It could be also something along the lines of a hobby as well. Something you feel strongly about, because we do have the Two of Wands, and that can represent your feelings. That could potentially represent a connection, but not necessarily. Because we do get passionate about things, like, just like me, for instance, my video game, my new hobby. You're very welcome, Pollyanna. You're very welcome. I was reading the comments. All right, Sweet Pea. Are you here, Sweet Pea? Yeah, that's true, Pollyanna. Like reading books and maybe crocheting or something, and maybe, you're trying to weigh out which one you want to work on next and have to make a decision. All righty, Sweet Pea. You want a message from your husband. All right, message from your husband, Sweet Pea. I'll be there, Joanna. There's not that many people on the list. I'm getting there. And don't forget, I'll be live on Sunday too. Same time. Only it'll be just general readings on Sunday. All right. So, Sweet Pea, you've got the Eight of Swords. You've got the Death card. And it does not mean literal death necessarily. And we've got the Four of Wands, which is a good luck card. 1111. All right. So, Sweet Pea, your husband is letting you know that there's a big change coming. If it hasn't already happened, there's a big change coming. You might already be aware of it. You might be focused on this change. This change could involve communication of some sort, because we have the Eight of Swords here. That's all about you focusing on some sort of communication, whether it's something in writing or thoughts that you have. But I see a big change, and I feel like it's a change that you're wanting, because we have the Four of Wands tells me that whatever this is you're focusing on, and there's a big transformation gonna take place if it hasn't already. It's a good one, because the 1111 is a good sign. There's stability in your energy. There's stability in your feelings. There's even stability in your spirituality. So there's something dealing with communication, whether it's written communication, communication with other people, or just thoughts that you have that you're focused on. Some type of a change is taking place. It may be, you may be changing the way you communicate. You may be changing the way that you think. And you feel strongly about this change. You may be cutting out, you may be focused on cutting out negative communication or negative thoughts that are not good and don't serve a purpose to you. And that would be a change for the better. This is whatever this major change, this awakening, this transformation, there may be you may be putting an end to negative thinking. Negative thoughts here. You're cutting out negative communication, and it's for the better. That's why we have the Four of Wands here. I hope that helps you, Sweet Pea, that your husband's telling, perhaps this message is your husband telling you to focus on the positive things, which might mean you might have to change your way of thinking about things. Also, it could be that he's telling you to change your way of thinking when you are thinking, your thoughts are actually on death itself. Aw, thank you, Brenda. Thank you so much for that. Aw, thank you for supporting my channel. I greatly appreciate that. So, Sweet Pea, I think your husband's trying to tell you that, this could be him telling you that your thoughts may be cutting out old thoughts of when it comes to crossing over. So there is a change. The change is going to be in regards to something dealing with communication. Maybe change the way that you communicate to him. Talk to him as you're falling asleep. Okay, Ellie. You're very welcome, Sweet Pea. You're very welcome. All right, let's see who's up next. Butterfly, are you here, Butterfly? Ascending Butterfly, are you here? Okay, you want a message from your guides. Oh, Pollyanna, I didn't even know Brandon had left a comment. I missed it. Brandon. What was Brandon's question? I missed Brandon. I apologize, Brandon. I don't know if I can scroll back up to see it or not. Well, I didn't know, Butterfly. I didn't even see the comment, so I've got to find it. See if I can scroll back up and find it. That's why it's better if you put your question in all caps. That way I don't miss it. Oh, let me find it. Oh, there's Brandon. Okay, Brandon, I got you on the list. I apologize. I did not see your comment earlier. You blended in. You blended in with everybody else because you didn't put it in all caps. So I'm going to add you to my list. I do apologize. I didn't see your question. But we will get you in here. All right. This is going to be for butterfly. I apologize there, Brandon. I do apologize. Yeah, we need to put the questions on all capitals. That way I don't miss them as easy. Because when the green names all blend together, I don't really see them that well. But when they're on all when you type the questions in all caps the next time, then I'll see it. Because that'll show up to me. All right, butterfly, you want to know a message from your guides? We have the Temperance card. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the Eight of Pentacles, a message from your guides, a message from the other side of the over the rainbow. When I first pulled the Temperance card, the first thing that came in my mind was somewhere over the rainbow. You're looking for that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You're focused on perhaps, I feel like perhaps, butterfly, you're focused on a job or a career, something that you can commit to, something that will bring that pot of gold in when you cross over that, when you find the end of that rainbow. In the meantime, you're maintaining harmony and balance in your life. You're staying focused, but you may be in search of that job or that career that is going to help you find that pot of gold that you're searching for, that increase in income, that abundance that you're looking for. You're focused on that. You're committed to improving yourself so that you can find what you're looking for on the other side of this rainbow. It's also about bringing balance and harmony in. Perhaps you may be having difficulties at your current job, and you may be looking for something that's more suitable. So you're committed to making sure that things in your life are well balanced, including your finances. If that means getting another job, you're focused on what you need to do. Or if it's finding a different job that better suits you. But your guides are telling you this is all about you looking for that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow through employment that you're committed to. And that if you focus well enough, you'll find it. I hope that answered your question. All right. Brandon, I'm going to put you in next because you had asked way earlier. I do apologize again. So you want a message from Universe? And after Brandon will be Joanna and Ellie. You're very welcome, Butterfly. You're very welcome. So Brandon, you're up next. Then Joanna, then Ellie. All right, Brandon. Message from the universe. You got the Judgment card. You've got the Six of Wands. And you have the Tower. Oh, let's see what we have. Hey, Dukes. Welcome in. So you've got two big cards here. You've got the Judgment and the Tower that are big cards. So this is about, the Tower is about not maintaining sight. But it's not a bad thing though, Brandon. If you have a question, Dukes, can you put it in all caps? Or if you just want a general reading, put it in all caps and I'll do a reading. So, Brandon, this is about you know, when you start to lose focus and you continuously build up and you build that tower and you get to the top of that tower, you lose sight of things. And sometimes the tower reminds us that we're overlooking other things. So the tower comes in and knocks you down. Something comes in and knocks you down. The Judgment card is telling me that, hey, Metal Clips, the Judgment card tells me that after this tower, after this lightning bolt hits the tower and knocks it to the ground, that something inside of you awakens. That creates a change. You needed that tower moment to create a change. It frees you up from something. You're becoming free from something. That's what the Judgment card is about. So the lightning bolt hits. It's not a bad thing in this particular reading. The lightning bolt is bringing you back to ground, is bringing you back to reality. It's making you come back down to reality. And when you get to the bottom and have to rebuild that foundation, that's when that lightning bolt hits. That's when you awaken and a change occurs. And so you begin to rebuild the tower, rebuild what you were working on, and you'll be victorious. You've got the Six of Wands. That's why I said the tower this time is not a bad thing, because you've got the Six of Wands. You're going to come through this tower moment okay. Yes, the tower will cause things to change up in your life. It can change things in your life. It may awaken something inside of you that wasn't awake before. And now you're free to start rebuilding again. Building something that you were getting ahead of yourself in. Something you may have been getting ahead of yourself on. Yeah, so I feel like maybe you might have been getting ahead of yourself on something in the tower. You got to the top and you lost sight. And so the lightning hits the tower. That creates the change, the judgment card. And when that lightning bolt hits, it wakens you up. It brings you back to reality because you got ahead of yourself. Now you realize that you got to go back and start looking forward and not losing sight of what you set out to do. And you're going to be victorious. You got the Six of Wands. That's a victory. Dukes, did you have a question? Are you feeling any better, Dukes? Joanna, are you here, Joanna? Hi, Shateria. Okay, Dukes. Okay, Joanna, you're up next. You want to know who you will be in 5 years. Oh, you got the cough. Oh. Well, I hope that cough goes away pretty soon. I know a lot of people are getting sick. All right, who will Joanna be in 5 years? Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, please, and thank you. All right. Joanna, you've got the Magician. Hi, Trinity. Yeah, do you have a question, Trinity? You're getting the Six of Wands. And the Seven of Wands. So, Joanna, this is about your feelings. This is about protecting yourself. This is about defending yourself. So you may be having to defend the way that you feel about something or someone. In 5 years, you will be protecting yourself, and you have all the skills that you need. You have everything. The Magician says you have everything you need. You will be victorious. You will be victorious at defending yourself. You have everything you need to guard your feelings. And you're being told that you're going to do okay. You have all the abilities, you have the potential to maintain this, keeping people where you want them at. If this is you defending yourself, you're defending your feelings, making sure that nobody can come at you, keeping positive energy tied up. You're going to be victorious at it. So you're going to maintain your energy level. Your energy level will be maintained. Your feelings will be maintained. You could be guarding your spirituality as well. Let me get these real quick before they get out of my sight. Trinity. I'm writing questions down if you're wondering what I'm doing here. And Shateria. Metal clips. Gotcha. Message from your mom. I got you metal clips. You know I do. Alrighty. So, Joanna, who will you be in 5 years? You will be protecting yourself, your feelings. You'll be protecting your energy. You'll be protecting your spirituality. And you have the ability to do that. And you will be victorious when you do. I hope that helps you, Joanna. I hope that helps. It could be making the right love choices. As well. Alrighty. Ellie is up next. Ellie wants a message from Mom and Dad. Alrighty. All right. Message from Mom and Dad for Ellie. We'll start with Mom first. As long as I don't drop them. And they hit the floor, and then I'm in trouble. All right. We got the Judgment card. This is from Mom. Oh. We've got the Temperance card. Oh, we got a big message here. Yeah, you can ask a question today, Fortune Cattle. And we've got the 5 of Swords. What do we got here? What is your mom saying? Let's start down here at the 5 of Swords. This could be a verbal conflict with someone. I know, it looks like a pretty picture. This could be a verbal conflict with someone, or it could be something you're feeling conflicted about. You might have conflicting thoughts on something. For a change, Your mom is not talking about your sibling. This one is really more for you than it is about your sibling. So we have she's saying that you need to make changes in order to bring balance into your life. Change right here, the Judgment card. You're going to awaken to something if you haven't already. That may be why you're having a conflict here. You might be having conflicted thoughts about something. Oh, and your mom's here with me. You might be having conflicting thoughts. There's something you're not sure about. You might even change your mind on something. But it's about maintaining balance in your life. And in order to maintain that balance, you have to awaken and change something. There's something that needs to be changed in your life. Something possibly dealing with communication. Oh, she's coming in strong today. Your mom gives me goosebumps, or she's giving me goosebumps. That's how I know she's here. So she wants you to know you've got to make changes in order to have balance in your life. And you need that balance in your life. So, conflicting thoughts here. You have to do away with these conflicting thoughts. Changing your mind about something. There's something you might need to change your mind about to maintain balance. And you may not be aware of it yet, but you're going to awaken to that. And it'll bring you freedom. So I'm sure you know more about what that she's talking about than I do. I don't feel this is related to your sibling in any way. I feel like this is you personally have something going on. You might have some thoughts you're conflicted about, some ideas. It could be work, yes. It's not saying specifically work, but it could very well could be. Sure, Dukes, no problem. Fortune Castle, did you put your question in chat? Now let's see what your dad has to say. Oh, okay. Okay, Fortune Castle. Let me get that written down. All right, let's see what your dad has to say. Oh, okay. Well, now we got your dad, and he's talking about your job. There's the Two of Pentacles right there. That decision that you have to make. Oh, now your dad's coming in. Eight of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Ah, and there's a Devil card. It's about you. Look at that. See, I knew we'd get a reading that didn't involve your sibling. So your dad is telling you, I feel like you feel like you're chained to your job. You have that opportunity. You have an opportunity perhaps for a better job, but you feel chained to the one that you're at now. Man, your dad coming in strong too. He's coming in strong as well. See, that one of those chains is going right through. You've got a decision on either side. And you're focusing here in the center. Yeah, you already work hard. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it looks like your father is wanting you to focus on what would be the best. Probably what would be the best to break these chains. What would be the best thing you could do to break the chains that are holding you to that one job? You have to make a decision. He knows you have to make a decision. They both know it. Both of them do. Your mom didn't say specifically that this was about the job, but she did say that you're having thoughts about it, making that change. Making that change, if we combine the two, your mom and your dad's message, making that change will free you up. It might free you up. The new job might give you more freedom. So your mom is telling you one thing, where your dad is telling you you're chained to that current job. Your mom is telling you the new job would give you more freedom. Yeah, would it enable you to work less, Ellie? The new job? Only you know that. But they're both talking about you and your job. They're not even, yay, we're not talking about your sibling. So you might want to consider it right here. That's a decision you have to make. And it's a tough decision. I can see it's a hard decision for you to make. Yeah, that's a decision that they're telling you that you need to make that decision. To me, I feel like your dad wants you to break free of it. Your mom wants you to break free of the one that is holding you with the chains. Their messages are kind of combined. They both have similar messages. One is telling me that you're tied to the one job and it's tying you down, where your mother is saying that you're not sure whether you should take that job, but taking it would bring balance in and give you more freedom. I can see that is a very hard one. You got this, Ellie. We know you can do it. You'll make the right decision. All right, Dukes. Are you here, Dukes? I know, Ellie, you're talking to another one that hates change. There you are, Dukes. You want a message from your mom? Yeah, change sucks. I know that all too well. Been there, done that. Well, you need to make the change. It looks to me from your mom's message that the change will give you more freedom to balance out things in your life, to bring balance into your life. Even though it might be further away, maybe you might have to make an adjustment in your living situation as well. Oh, is it Boston? I mean, Meadow Cliffs? These, I guess they're not going to change our names back to what they should be. Meadow Cliffs. All right. Dukes, you want a message from your mom. Happy Parents' Day there, Meadow Clips. All right, Dukes. Message from your mom. We've got the Emperor. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, in the channel. And we've got the Four of Swords. Message from your mom. This looks like when it comes to communication or thoughts, you have something on your mind. And it's a bit overwhelming. So you're going to lay down and you're going to think about what's on your mind and try to sort it out. But there's one thought that you're holding on to. You're holding on tightly to it. There's focus here in all aspects of your life. You're focused on something in your life here. There may be a decision. Maybe you may have multiple choices here that you need to choose from. Now, somebody powerful, some sort of leader, it could be a government official, but not necessarily. This could be the Emperor, can represent your God source, your higher power, whoever you look up to, because not everybody believes in the same thing. So when I say the Emperor, this could represent a higher power, your God source, creator. You may be looking to your higher power to help you with a decision you have to make. It's involving some part of your life that you're focusing on. And I feel your mom wants you to know that your messages, what you're thinking is being heard. So if you have something that you're considering, if you have different ideas that you're having to choose between that involves some part of your life here, you may have been praying to your higher power for answers. Your mother hears these thoughts that you're having here. She's aware of that's going on, and I feel that she wants you to know that the thoughts that you have, the ideas you have, are being heard by your higher power. As I said earlier, though, the emperor could represent possibly a government official it could be somebody involved in something related to your home or something along those lines. But I feel like you're trying to decide on something important in your life, and your thoughts are heard. Your messages to the universe, your prayers are being heard by your God source. Your mom wants you to know that. Stick maybe with one idea rather than trying to spread it out. I hope that answers your question there. You sort of understand. That's why I don't like knowing a lot of information about people, because I don't know what you're dealing with in your life. So this could be any aspect of your life, not necessarily your home. There could be some other aspect of your life that has something to do with communication. You're very welcome, Dukes. You're very welcome. All right, Trinity. Are you here, Trinity? All right. You want to know what to do to reach your highest potential. What does Trinity need to know to reach Trinity's highest potential? We have the Queen of Swords. And, oh boy, we have the King of Wands. Wow. And now we have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. We have two queens and a king. The king, to me, looks like he's opposing the queen's decisions. So, where the Queen of Swords doesn't care, she doesn't care about feelings and emotions. Yeah, this is quite the combination. So, the Queen of Pentacles is about being generous and caring and having a good business sense. And the Queen of Swords is about putting that into action. However, the king he's going the opposite direction. This is opposing forces. This king has a big ego. So don't let your ego get in the way of decisions that you make. You've got a good business sense, you're generous, you're caring, and you're the decision maker, the Queen of Swords. So you need to not let your ego get in your way when you make these decisions. So you're going to make good decisions based on all aspects of your life here. The Queen of Pentacles is about your life. It's about everything that you care about, that you value, the things that you value. And this is about making decisions about those things. This is about making good decisions, the right decisions, without having an ego problem when you're making these decisions. Don't let your ego get in the way. So as long as you don't allow your ego to play into things, okay, it makes sense to you, then you'll make the right decisions for the things that you care about. Shateria. Are you here, Shateria? You're very welcome, Trinity. You're very welcome. Shateria, are you here? All right, there you are. You want a love reading. All right. Let's get a love reading for Shateria. You've got the Page of Swords. You've got the Two of Wands. And you've got the World card. Running with scissors. All right. In order to be successful with love, you have to make a decision here. In order to be successful, which is what the World card is about, you have to decide. I feel like maybe you have perhaps two people you're interested in. You have to make a decision there. What you're going to do is, with the Page of Swords, this is about finding information out. This is about talking to people, chatting with them. So this is about chatting with them and getting more information about both of them. In order for you to make the right decision, a successful decision, you need more information. So before you jump into any sort of relationship, you need to get more information about both of these people. If you're saying there is two people, then you are needing more information about both of them before you make that decision. In order to make a successful decision, you need more information. So take your time and get to know them both more before you make that final decision, because you want it to be a success. And in order to do that, you need to learn more about them, both of them. Hope that helps you, Shateria. All right, metal clips. You want a message from your mom? You're very welcome, Shateria. You're very welcome. Metal clips, you want a message from your mom? And I can feel your mom coming to me now. All right, this is a message from Metal Clip's mom. All right, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Justice card. So she wants you to weigh things out. She wants you to, I feel like there's some sort of communication, whether it's written communication or verbal communication here, that's painful. You have painful communication here. You're over here, you're maintaining solid ground. You're keeping things in place like they should be. But you need to balance things out here. This is about bringing out balance in. This could be about your business, but not necessarily. This is about maintaining balance in your life. And I feel a balance that needs to be worked on is communication here. There perhaps may have been some bad communication that's taken place that's hurt you. And so you need to work on dealing with that. Putting this to an end, putting an end to this, so that you feel stuck in one spot here. So in order to get out of this spot that you're feeling stuck in, you need to end this. Hey, Irish Jessie. You need to end whatever it is that's hurting you so that you can bring balance into your life. I don't know if it's business related or if it may have something to do with something else involving your life. I feel like you feel stuck in one place. And I feel the reason you feel stuck is because of this negative communication. And in order to balance things out, you have to get rid of this so that this can continue moving on. So you can continue to grow like you need to and have balance in your life. So you need, I feel like she's telling you to get away from, maybe avoid negative communication, negative information, negative thoughts, communication that you read that is negative. It's overwhelming you and making you feel stuck. So to get out of this, you have to stay away from this, at least put it to rest for a while so that you can bring the balance back into your life. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, Metal Clips. Trust me, I see Discord all the time. And I feel like that's what she's talking about is what you usually tend to post about. Irish Jessie, do you have a question? So I feel that's what she's talking about. You're thinking too much about all this negative stuff that's going on and you feel stuck because of it. And so she wants you to put a rest to this for a little bit. I know it's hard. So that you can bring balance back into your life and get yourself unstuck out of that thought process. I hope that helps you. Irish Jessie, did you have a question?
How long? Just asking for a guess if you had a guess.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Fortune Cattle, are you here? Are you here, Fortune Cattle? All righty. You want to know what will happen to your business funding? Okie dokie. Irish Jessie, do you have a question? Oh, okay, Fortune Castle. Let's see what's going to happen to your business funding. We have the Knight of Swords. Whoa, we've got the Queen of Swords. And we have the Empress card. Oh, what do we have here? So this is about, I could see where somebody it was assertive, possibly making decisions. Now, keep in mind, the Queen of Swords is the decision maker, doesn't care about how you feel. They don't care about your emotions. They just make the decisions. And the Knight is somebody that is assertive and direct, motivated. Now we have the Empress card here. This is about being creative and nurturing. So you're going to have to be, what this is telling me, is you're going to have to be creative in the decisions that you make. But when you do, you have to be assertive and be direct and be motivated. So as long as you have someone that has your back, I don't think you're going to have a problem. You say you have somebody else, the other partner has your back. So I don't see a problem here. As long as you're upfront, direct, motivated, truthful, nurture the situation. Maybe you're going to have to come up with some creative ideas in order to nurture that situation, so that, well, either you're going to lose that person or not. Well, here's the thing, fortune cattle. Yes, you need to be assertive, direct, and motivated. But the Empress card is here, and it's telling you to be nurturing, kind of motherly in a sense. Be creative in your communication. You can be direct and you can be assertive, but you can be creative about it and nurturing without hurting someone's feelings, if that makes sense. You can say what you need to say without saying the wrong thing. Green Palace, put your question in chat. Go ahead. Because this was the last one that I had on the list. So if you have a question, Green Palace, Fortune Cattle, I hope this answers your question. Yes, be direct and motivated and make decisions. Just make sure that you nurture it, and don't let your ego get in the way. Let your motherly, feminine, nurturing instincts kick in when you are communicating. You're very welcome, Fortune Cattle. You're very welcome. Sure. General for your career. Alrighty, let's see what we got for you. All right, this is for Green Palace. Thank you, Green Palace. Thank you for that. All right. General for your career. So we have the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and we have the Star card. And the Star is telling you, the cards are telling you perfectly what's going on here. So with the Five of Pentacles, you feel stuck because you're not moving along like you should be. So what you need to do is perhaps continue. I know you feel stuck. You've probably put in your resume, your job applications here with the Seven of Swords. Keep going. Don't stop. The Star card is telling you to become inspired again. Don't give up. You need to find hope and to begin to heal from not being able to find a job. If you stop thinking negatively, because that's the problem. I know it's hard. You say it's been 9 months. Don't give up hope here. continue putting in those applications, because eventually it will pay off and you won't be stuck any longer. The change will come. You just need to get out of the negative thought field and negative thought pattern that you're in, because I know it's disappointing when you have been looking for 9 months and you're having trouble, but don't give up hope. That's why we have the star card here. The star card wants you to be inspired, to find hope and to heal from not finding a job yet, to being able to continue to put in those resumes so that you can get out of this stuck position. That'll create a change. If you maybe look in a different direction than what you've been looking at. You may be focused in one area. Maybe you need to expand your focus. So you might be inspired to look other places. If you're just focused on one type of job, maybe look elsewhere in a different field, perhaps, so that you can change and become unstuck, communicate to others. Well, I don't know what you're looking at. I can't really say that from the cards, but I feel like you do need to look in a different direction. Yeah, you don't know where to look. Okay. I can give you examples, but I can't really necessarily pinpoint it for you. An example would be if you're looking in the food industry, restaurant work, for example. Maybe stop focusing on restaurant work and expand your view to maybe working in healthcare. I see. That's okay. I see what you're saying. You're looking at office jobs. You may have to look back at retail. You may have to backtrack into retail and then focus while you're in retail. Find something in retail to keep you going until you can actually find something in an office job. So you need to maybe look that direction. I know you probably want to get out of retail, and I can understand that, but you may have to jump into the retail again in order to move forward, to heal from looking for the last 9 months for an office job. Maybe pick up a retail job, but continue to look for that office job. And that way a new opportunity may come your way. That way you won't feel so stuck. I hope that makes sense. I know you may not want to go back to retail, but you may have to do that in order to be able to sustain, get out of this stuck position, and be able to move forward. You know, when you get in retail and you communicate with people, something may come along in your communication with others in that retail position, if that makes sense to you. All right. Well, I think that's it for today. You're very welcome, Green Palace. You're very welcome. I hope everybody will come back on Sunday. We'll be doing general readings and I give angel numbers. I do not do questions on Sunday. So if you all want to come back on Sunday, I'll be back same time on Sunday. Hi, Sab. Do you have a question real quick before I shut down? I'll take one more question before I go shutting down. Okay, Green Palace. Yeah, Dukes, you got, I don't know, the East Coast is getting the cold weather, and over where I'm at, we're getting warm weather, like in the 50s warm weather. Unheard of. Good night, Pollyanna. Okay, you want to know how the universe sees you right now? I may see you in the morning, Pollyanna, in Discord. Never know. We'll see. Yeah, we're in the 50s, and I heard even parts of Florida may be getting snow. That's unheard of. Well, no, it's not unheard of. It did snow in Florida when I lived there. The second year I was there in 1989, it snowed. It was a light dusting. They shut the whole city down because nobody knew how to drive in it. Oh, Brenda, stay warm, please. All right, this is for Sab. How does the universe see you right now? Yeah, the East Coast is getting it bad. We're getting warm weather. You guys are getting our cold weather. That's probably the leftover cold weather we had. Yeah. Well, back then I did drive in, and I even had snow tires on. 6 of Wands, Sab. How does the universe see you right now? 9 of Swords. And you got the Devil card. So, you or somebody you're close to may have an obsession. Something that's keeping them tied up, chained up. Here, you're dealing with anxiety. Anxiety that's keeping you up at night, possibly. You're stressed out. You're feeling, you're overthinking here. This could be something you're obsessed about or something that someone else is obsessed about. You may be dealing with overthinking may be your problem here. And so you need to overcome something. There's something that you need to stop thinking too much about and let it go, release it. You're going to be victorious in the end, but you have to let go of this overthinking. In order to become victorious, you have to break these chains. These chains are holding you down. You're obsessed with something. The obsession is a thought, communication. So once you break these chains of obsession, stop overthinking, you'll be victorious. You'll be victorious at breaking these chains that's holding you. But you have to overcome whatever this is, this communication, whether it be overthinking or too much communication coming in, it's overwhelming you. Or something that you're obsessed with, communication-wise, dealing with communication. You have to break that chain. You have to break these chains, and you will be victorious at it. Hi, Daisha. I'm getting ready to shut down for today, but if you want to come back on Sunday, I will be live on Sunday doing general readings on Sunday. I hope that answers your question, Sab. The universe sees you overthinking things. You're very welcome, Sab. You're very welcome. Yeah, it is Dukes. I know when I lived in Florida in 1989, we had a light dusting and it shut the whole city down. They didn't know how to drive in it. I had snow tires on still because I'd just moved a year before. You're very welcome, Brenda. You're very welcome. All right. So we'll be back Sunday, same time, 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 Central, 2 Mountain, 1 Pacific, and 9 p.m. UK time. I send much love and many blessings to everybody. Stay safe out there. Stay warm. Don't drive if you don't have to, if you have bad weather. And if you can, try to be kind. And have a good rest of your evening, everybody. We'll see you back on Sunday.